In this video, I'm going to show you how to use dropdowns and data lookup to add additional functionality to your spreadsheets. Let's get started. I've created a new spreadsheet in Google Docs. I'm going to name it Fruit Calculator. Then I'm going to put a title here too. I'm going to rename the tab as well. I'm just going to call it Calculator. I'm going to create a second tab, which is going to create or contain our data. So the data that we're going to use for the calculator, this would be static data that we need to facilitate functionality in our spreadsheet. Okay, so there's our table, and this is the data that we're concerned with. So let's go back to our calculator. We want to create a drop-down, so we'll go into Data, Data Validation. Over here on the right, we click Add Rule, and then we need to use From Range, and we're going to use the Data tab, use the exclamation point as a separator, and we know we want to get A2 through A5. So we'll hit Enter. It gives us the fields so that we know we're pulling the right data, and then we just hit Done, and now we have a drop-down. It's that simple. But we need the value to be pulled up as well. So how we do that is we go back to Data, and we select the range of the data that we need to pull from. So we select it, and then we go into Data, Named Range, and we'll call this Fruit. And it already has the selection here, so that's done. Now you could do without a named range. You could just specify the range, which would be data exclamation point A2 to B5, but this just makes it a little simpler so that you can keep track of different data sets. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to look up orange, or our selection here, to see what the value is. And how we do that is we do a vertical lookup, VLOOKUP, and we need to give it the source that we're looking for, which is orange in this case, A3, and we need to give it the range, which is going to be under fruit, which is the data, the named range that we had already set up. Then we need the second value once we find orange. So that's the second column, and then we don't want it to be sorted, so we put false, press enter, and now we have our value. And that changes when we change the drop down. So now that we have this, we can select both of these by holding Shift and left clicking, and then we can hit Control C to copy them. Then we can paste with Control V. Now we can select different fruits and see their values. Then we can add those up by pressing equal sum, and it auto completes and says, do you want to add up these? You just press enter and it'll complete the line for you. So now we have these added up, and that's pretty much how you do it. You can take and create tables and then look up data from those based on the drop down. And this makes it interactive so that you can go through and change things and get updated values. So that's how you do it.